Hi guys, Alicia Darlene here. I kind of just wanted to get on and talk about baby sleep routines that have helped us. And see, I use a baby sleep routines and she's already asleep. I'm just kidding. It's her nap time. But baby sleep routines that have helped us so much, and I kind of wanted to just share them with you. So the first one is getting the baby's room ready for sleep. So whether that be, dimming the lights, making sure that whatever you do, that you don't have to turn on like the bright lights to completely wake her up in the middle of the night. So just keeping that room really dim, whether you leave the closet light on or use like a really nice night light, something like that, just keeping the room really dim. Also, to keep the room at 72 degrees, they found that that's really like cool, and babies get the best sleep around that temperature. So it's not too hot and not too cold. I also want to mention that if you are giving the baby naps in the same room, whether it be like your room or the baby's nursery, that in the middle of the day, if they're taking naps, you don't necessarily have to keep the room super dark during the day because you don't want them to mix up like the night and day. So if they're taking naps in the same room, you don't have to make it super dark and be super quiet during the day. Just keep it how it is, like whether there's a bunch of noise or the lights are on, the blinds are open, it's fine. Just keep it like that, just so they don't mix up their night and their day. So the next one is swaddling your baby. So this has helped us so much just because I noticed that when we don't swaddle her, that she kind of will scare herself because they don't really have necessarily like hand and leg control yet. So I noticed that when I put her down and she's not swaddled, she'll kind of throw her arms up and kind of scare herself, and we don't want that. So it kind of just will help keep their arms and their legs really tight like they were in the womb, and it even helps calm her down. So swaddling is super important, and we make sure and do that every night. It's really good only till they're like about 3 months that you can swaddle the babies. Once they get a little bit bigger and they're able to turn on their back and then go back onto the other side, that's when you kind of want to stop the swaddling. But when they're so little, swaddling is awesome, and like I said, it helps calm her down even. So that's been really great. Also, number 3 is don't change their diapers if there is no poop. So this one, I used to change her diaper every single time I'd get up. Every single time that she would get up, I would change her diaper and just make sure that she, even if there was no poop, I would change it, and it would just completely wake her up so she was wide awake. And then we found that we don't necessarily have to do that. So we just have to find a diaper that's really good at night. And like a lot of diapers are really good for like multiple times if they go to the bathroom and they're still even dry to touch, which is super awesome. We actually use LUVS diapers, and that's been working for us, and that's something new we've been implementing, and it's really great because we all know that it's a lot easier to put a baby to sleep who is sleepy and has just like eaten than to like a wide awake baby that you turn the lights on and you change her diaper, and that's going to be a lot harder to put her to sleep. So that's number 3. The next one is make sure they have like a really good feeding. So if they are breastfed, I know that sometimes they can get really sleepy when they go to breast, and that's kind of how Vea is. She'll get really sleepy, but just to make sure that they have a really good feeding, just because I know sometimes that when they go to the breast and they kind of fall asleep, you're like, okay, cool, let me put her back into her crib and maybe she'll sleep. If they don't have a good feeding, most likely they're going to wake up within the next hour or 2 hours. So just make sure that you're burping her, kind of getting her a little bit awake. You can undress them sometimes, put them to breast again, make sure that they have a really good feeding, whether it's the breast or the bottle, and that will really help them to sleep longer and to sleep better. So just make sure that they have a really good feeding and they'll sleep a little bit longer. So that's really awesome. The next one, is just paying attention to the sleepy cues. So sometimes she'll want to go to bed a little earlier than normal, and that's completely fine. Maybe she was overstimulated from the day. We went out, we went to the park, maybe she had some visitors, anything like that, and she wanted to go to bed a little bit sooner. So the sleepy cues are just if she's starting to get really fussy, if she's rubbing her eyes, if she's pulling on her ears, if you're holding her and her eyes kind of like are heavy, obviously, yawning, that kind of stuff. So all right, she's ready for bed, even if it's a little bit sooner than normal. That's completely okay. Let's get this little one to bed. All right, and then the next one, was a white noise machine maker. We actually just got one. We just ordered one on Amazon. It's really been helping us just because we live kind of like by a busy road and we always hear cars driving by or dogs barking, and that's no fun. She's definitely a baby that will stay up if she hears any noise. She wants to know what's going on. So the white noise machine has definitely helped us. We kind of all know, okay, when the white noise machine is on, it's time for all of us to go to bed. So it's definitely even been helping me. My husband sleep a little bit, unless we're just overly tired, and that I think it's the white noise machine helping us sleep. I'm not sure. But we definitely use the white noise machine, and you can even actually get an app. And I have an iPhone, and there's an app called the Shusher, and it's completely free. They don't have too many options, but it's enough to kind of try it out and see if it helps you guys. So we actually like to use like the river noise or the ocean. They also have like a heartbeat noise and just like a whole bunch of different stuff, which is super cool. Like I said, it's just to block out the outside noise, and you don't want any of that to be waking up your baby, especially if you just put her to sleep. So that white noise machine makes a huge difference. So we definitely got that. And also, just to kind of keep the same routine every time that you're going to be going to bed, we like to give her a bath. She really likes her bath time, so we give her a bath. We like to play with her for a little bit, read a book. We kind of get ourselves ready for bed. So that's like us taking showers, taking off your makeup, brushing your teeth, that kind of stuff. And then we give her one more feeding before we go to bed. So that's kind of been like the same routine. So hopefully, she's getting used to that. But those are just some quick tips I wanted to go over with you guys. It's definitely been helping us. I know there's like a million things on Pinterest or on Google that are just like what can help you put your baby to sleep better. So those are kind of I've just been kind of researching all the ones, and the ones that have personally helped us are the ones that I shared with you guys. So like I said, just those are the tips that have helped us, and I hope they help you too. Obviously, they're helping her because she is completely asleep now, and we just are ready for bed now. So I hope those tips help, and let me know and like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.